get everything set up here. I think I'm kind of getting things somewhat organized. All right, bag 6. Get Speedy in frame here. Oh, this one doesn't start with a person. A surprise. Hold yourself up to the light. I think it's kind of organized here. Oh. I don't think this matters too much. I don't seem to be getting anyone from the Discord, but I might as well keep trying. Tonight. Okay. All right, get this back to catch up. Oh, hey. Hey, Roman. Good to see you. Yeah, I caught some of that. You were doing that stream with the other person. Hope everything's going all right for you. Oh, why I'm yawning. Yeah, it's getting warm. I think today the high is supposed to be about 85 Fahrenheit. Yeah, collab. Collab. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Yeah. Oh yeah, anytime. Let me know. All I have is free time. I mean, I do a um day or two of work here or there, and mostly what I do is look for work. My email's in the description. All right. Now it looks like I'm ready to. If you don't think my mug's gonna scare off your people, I'd be glad to. Okay, where is this corner piece? Okay, how am I missing a corner piece? All right, thank you. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, I'm smart. I opened up bag 9 instead of bag 6. Oy vey. All that time, I got everything organized and realized I opened the wrong bag. I mean, they even make it obvious that this is 9. And that brain should be working all right. I went to the gym this morning, did some more stuff when I got home. I wasn't feeling great. I sat still and fell asleep, and I'm feeling better. But I guess my brain still isn't working. I think I'm still getting over this crazy flu. All right. I think this is actually bag 6 now. There we go. There's the corner piece I was looking for. On a sinking ship. Oh, that was funny. I think spending most of the day at the VA yesterday, I managed to pick up a little bit of something. It's the VA is always an interesting place. It's like there's this funny thing with veterans. It's like the moment they retire, these hats that say, what branch and sometimes rank, sometimes what time period just like appears on their head. It's the funniest thing. So anytime I'm up there, you just see all these old guys with the veteran, army hats or Marines, whatever. I swear they just appear on these people's heads the second they retire. Which I find funny because we're not supposed to wear hats indoors when you're still in. Such a funny thing. when I was out this morning, I usually go to the gym around 10 in the morning, of course. I already tell it's like it's going to be too warm for life. I really hate the summer. Is this weekend Easter? Can't remember now. All right. See if I can actually start this now. Is this the right piece? No, it's going to be a smaller one. There we go. Got to be smarter than the instructions, or at least smart enough to understand them. Fortunately, I may not be as smart as the paper, much less the instructions. Yeah, 5 people, that's about what I'm averaging lately. That's kind of neat. I'm averaging 4 to 5 people, which is, I mean, for the first 6 months or so, I was surprised if I'd get one person watching, much less anyone talking. Now, average 4 or 5 people is kind of neat. I mean, anyone watching is, I think, really, really neat, but this can't be correct. Okay, yeah, that's correct now. I'm still waiting on some missing parts for my city street here. And it's starting to get annoying that that's like the third time I've had to send out for missing parts for one build. Just wonder what's going on in Lego World. So every once in a while I check their website for to see if they need like off-site customer service jobs. Or if they have those openings, I mean. They seem to be doing something with some customer service issues lately. I wouldn't think I could do that. Wouldn't mind it. Yeah, this I guess it's off screen, but the city street or shopping street, I mean, I don't want to move it. It's blocking the box is blocking my window. But you know, this thing here, I've been building it for a while, but then every time I get back to it, I'll get like another bag or two in, and there'll be another missing piece. This last bag was missing 3 pieces. I guess we're doing all right. I think I got my little one this weekend, so I'm looking forward to it. Probably hadn't mentioned it before, but my grandfather is 96, and you know he's still going. He's still ornery. When I did my promotion ceremony on the Army side a couple months ago, we got him up there, and he stood in front of the formation with me, my little one, and my mom, and said a few words. So that was really neat. he was in the Marines. Was it the Navy? It was the Navy for a while. He did a contract, but didn't stay in his entire career, which is probably a good thing because he would have gone through Korea and Vietnam, and we don't need that. I wouldn't be here if he did, if anyone in my family. And actually, a couple weeks ago, we had to run down to the hospital because his blood pressure dropped. And I was actually in uniform that day. And we're talking, and Pepper says, well, you know, I really wish I could have stayed in. Like, Pepper, that just wasn't your calling. And if you would have stayed in, I wouldn't be here, I'm sure. Okay, so this is a little... Yeah, I mean, he feels bad about not staying in for an entire career, but, you know, it's not for everybody. I mean, I'm contemplating how much longer I'm going to stay in. See, I hope everything's going all right in your neck of the woods, Roman. Still believe I cannot be saved. It's kind of funny being at the hospital in uniform. These nurses and everyone walking around doing their thing, and then they'll just stop and look at me for a second and then keep going. It was really neat. So we're in a little kind of private room, but I'm like standing at the door because you don't really close the door because you don't get air circulating. And they have someone in a bed on the wall next to us. So the phlebotomist comes around, and I'm just watching everyone work because I love medical stuff. And she does her thing real quick, and she pulls out this sponge. And all I see her do is wipe her glove for a second and then clean where she's putting in the needle. So when she's done, I was like, hey, ma'am, why did you rub that on your glove first? She's like, oh, well, to get it started. And I just kind of look at her weird. And I go, get it started? She's like, yeah. And she flips one over for me and has a little capsule. So she breaks this capsule by pushing two sides together, and that releases the iodine so that they don't have to use separate things, one for the iodine, one for the sponge. It's like, that's really cool. And one of the other nurses stopped what she was doing and grabbed a couple for me to see. It was, it's really cool. And I think it's really because I was in uniform that they were willing to do that. One of my jobs is a combat lifesaver, so I love learning medical stuff. That's not something we would use because we're not worried with cleanliness that much in the field. It's more about stopping the bleeding. You can deal with infections later. All we're worried with is keeping someone alive. I don't think they would have been as willing to show me their toys and stop and talk to me if I wasn't in uniform. 10. Back the fool. Okay. Got to remember to keep what I'm doing in screen right there. I guess it wasn't really off screen too much, but I need to get better at that. Okay, this is showing. Oh, okay. I was misreading this. This is an interesting looking thing. Maybe this is like the baggage receptacle, the baggage claim. Oh man, they were telling some of the stories I've seen lately of the airport here in Atlanta. The lines to get through the check is like out past the baggage claim, to outside um the doors at the baggage claim and like down the road. And I'm like, oh, of course, right now I'd still go travel if they had something for me to do, just because I like to travel. Then back those. Ah, heart's jumping around on me. Dehydrated. Yeah, I can feel the heat starting to come in right here. Sorry, loud noise. I guess I'm gonna have to stand up and fix this. Oh, there we go. This window here is not a normal size, so I have to kind of get creative with blocking the light. I understand the people that this was a garage, and the people before me turned it into an art studio. So and laundry. And they added a full bath down here. So things are kind of odd down here. All right, sticker time. Sticker 2. Ah, come on. My big old meaty fingers trying to do little things. There we go. Seeing the green on green did not help me get it straight. This is the only time I consider that I shouldn't cut my nails short. Every time I have to do this. Still didn't get it correct. Give it all back to you, babe. Give it all back to you. Give it all back to you. So, ever since high school, I wrestled in high school, and I got the habit of keeping my nails like extremely short down to the quick, really, because the refs would come around before um, before a meet, and you had to have your fingers like this, and they'd do their fingers right across your nails to see if anything would cut. And then if they weren't, you'd have to sit there and cut all your nails. And then they check you again. There we go. That one went fine. Oh, that's neat. I don't know why they did it like that, but it's neat. All right, what do you think, Spee? Why do you think they did it that way? I ain't at the gym today. I was trying to get back to where I was a couple weeks ago, but man, this flu, it kicked my butt. And I still have headaches and just still don't have the energy I did. It's crazy. This is what happens when people stop getting um, all your normal shots. The viruses get stronger because they're not getting killed. Okay, wait, how many of these? 4. Nice, okay. I wonder why my video here keeps getting so far behind. Good. And I figured out there's about a 5 to 6 second delay between what I do and what I see. Sometimes it gets slower. It's a bit odd. And I'm sure my internet really, really hates me for this. Oh, there. It's like, don't do this to me, Lego. You can kind of see a little dark, but yeah, it's black on black, but you can kind of see the thing moving around. I do think this is really neat, the that it kind of moves a little bit. I lost my mind. I was in for a long time. This is looking really neat. I do like the slight tinted glass. I was getting my glasses at the VA. I was so surprised. They have like a whole glasses showroom now. Pretty sure the first time I got a prescription from the VA, it was like, here's 3 choices. Now they had like about a dozen, or about 40 different styles, I think. And they offered to put a tint on my glasses, but a constant tint doesn't really help me. They could do the transition, but I'd have to pay for it. They didn't even offer that last time I got glasses from them. All right, speed bag number 7. Well, this was the baggage claim. Let's see, where's the baggage claim? Well, it's at the bottom. So I just finished the baggage claim, and I'm guessing it's going to be the departure area next. Is this guy the one lone air traffic controller? Oh man, I feel bad for him. He's going to jump out of that tower. So yeah, let's see. Yes, this is going to, yeah, this is definitely going to be the departure area, the second level. I would love to see their factory. I mean, my guess is that the QR codes here are used for a machine that picks them up per, like a machine will be programmed for set number, whatever, and QR codes this, and then the machine picks them up. I'd love to see that. Logistics is very interesting to me. It's, you know, what I do. I'm guessing the non-automated part has to be the filling of each bag, and that's, I mean, the more people are involved, I mean, we mess up, we're human. They could do 50, one person could do 50 of them, let's say, in a day, and there's going to be at least one or two parts missed in between 50 bags. No one's perfect. But to have one box that has such a high miss rate, that has to be a weird an outlier for statistically an outlier. And if it's so many of them been happening, it seems lately, there has to be something going on at the factory. Not enough employees. They're working too quickly, stuff like that. I'm just curious because that's the way my brain works. What is this? Move this camera up a tiny bit. There we go. I think that gives a little more working room. I guess my table isn't flat right there. Hmm. Interesting. So these windows don't have any glass in them. Weird. What another chance? Did I fall from grace? There is. Where is there is? Hoping this weekend I can get up to IKEA and get another table. So then I have a good spot for this airport. It's going to be over in this area that's way off screen. And then that'll be like an addition to, I can do a little more with the ongoing story of my minifigures and their Manifest Destiny efforts. I need to continue that story right now, and what I'm stuck on with the writing is I want the barbarian that's leading the whole thing to have to come to terms and talk to the giant furry thing with the colorful shirt and about how they want to take over more of the basement. But I haven't figured how that conversation is going to go yet. If I had more than 30 seconds, I could do it easily, but shortening a story into 30-second chunks that have the correct meter, beginning, middle, end, conflict, switch, resolution, that's very difficult. Because every story has to have that meter, even if it's not exactly. I mean, once you know the rules, you can break the rules. But that's my issue, is that 30-second time limit. And that's what I keep playing with when I'm making this section of the story, is me trying to understand this 30-second limitation for the ABC rule. That's a very nerdy part of filmography, is the ABC rule. Hitchcock did a good job of breaking, but not breaking that rule. Of course, a lot of what Hitchcock did, he did just to make the film studios angry. He was a very, very interesting person to do research on. One really funny story about Hitchcock. Jimmy Stewart was one of his favorite people, and him and Stewart were at the Brown Derby restaurant. And I mean, Stewart was like this big around. He was like 120 pounds, sopping wet. And Hitchcock would probably even make me look skinny and nowadays. So they're at the Brown Derby. Stewart orders whatever he's going to order. Hitchcock just hands the menu back to the waiter and says yes. And they start bringing out literally everything on the menu. And, okay, sticker number 1. No, I hadn't seen that. I gotta look that up. Smart Brick check-in option. I gotta check that. Check that out. This is the one that is retiring this year. Yeah, all the smart bricks things I had seen are still for Star Wars. I had completely missed that. So I wasn't really paying much attention to the smart bricks. Let me um this smart brick air airport. If it's just for the Star Wars stuff, no. But you could scan luggage. What? I'm not a huge Star Wars collectible person. Okay, so this one still shows the airport that I'm working on right now. Might be an old commercial. And when they start doing some smart brick stuff for the city, I will definitely get it. Okay, I thought I saw something saying talking about you can scan luggage or something. Ah, now it's back to Judicator Jane, a book I'm listening to. I would have to go Pokemon. If you could have the Pokemon fights with the smart bricks, that would be so much fun. I would do that in a second. See, I thought I saw something a second ago. Was talking about building scanning luggage with smart bricks. No, okay, I just read it wrong. I'll have to look that up later. Wait, wouldn't it be really neat to have the smart bricks with the Pokemon making the noises about with a fight or just talking to each other? I mean, I'm sure Lego has thought about that. Oh, I forgot a sticker. Hi, welcome in. I am working on the little airport here. Let's see if I can get this sticker. Okay, yeah, that one looks okay. Are you looking are you looking at the Star Wars stuff for the smart bricks or any of those? Oh, you do more of the comic book stuff than I do. Oh yeah, the Artemis 2 should be launching here in the next few hours. I was looking at some of that earlier where they were still getting the crew into their spacesuits. I love that stuff so much. If I would have been smart enough to go Air Force, I would have become a pilot just to keep trying to do that. I know, it's so amazing. They're finally getting back the moon exploration. I mean, we got to have a moon base to transfer fuel and stuff like that for extended solar system exploration. It's just necessary. Like the smart brick stuff does look really neat, the Star Wars stuff. It's just not my cup of tea. It doesn't fit our motif. But I am interested to see you build them and see what they do. I mean, I bet you they're going to have Ninjago for that also. I did see that new Top Gun when it came out. So forever ago when that came out, my at the time, well, she was my girlfriend before she was my wife, before she was my ex-wife. The soldier that was in my unit and his girlfriend went to see it at the drive-through, or drive-in, I mean. And afterwards, it's not the best part of Atlanta where that drive-in is. And we're just waiting for the traffic to clear out before we leave. There's this guy being creepy walking around. You could tell he's looking for someone to rob. So you got me and this other soldier. We're watching him. Of course, my buddy had a pistol. It's the South. I'm with a few people that don't carry one around. But, and we're telling our girls, it's like, hey, y'all see him? They're like, oh, yeah, yeah. It's like, hey, y'all, just stay near the car. And we're going to stay out here and watch him. He's not going to try anything because he sees we're not scared. But just so y'all know he's here. All right, so we got the arrival and departure now. And I have the sun coming in at a different angle. There we go. All right, where is that? There it is. Ah, the sun. It has to keep moving around the earth, doesn't it? It just makes me think of we have all the flat earthers that are still trying to say it was flat. And here we are, finally another ship going up. This whole world. This world. I hate. All right, now I guess we're working on the air traffic control tower. And the one poor guy that seems to be the whole air traffic control system. That would have been an interesting job if I could have thought about it when I was a lot younger. There's a good movie about air traffic controllers, and I can't think of the name of it now. I mean, it's of course, depressing movie, but it was good, well written, amazing actors. There's this great running gag in the movie. Every once in a while, they do a shot. Yeah, air traffic control. I don't know if that's the name of the, but every once in a while they'll show an outside shot where all the main characters are leaving the building, and because not all the air traffic control is like at an airport, a lot of it is in random locations, and they show this ATC guy walk up to the building, touch the door, and then scream and run away. And some of the other people were like, "Oh, Doug, you're doing better. You got to the door this time." It's like, "Yeah, new therapist." It's good. It's such a good movie. That movie is kind of in the vein of Bringing Out the Dead. Also, a very good movie. That one about paramedics in New York in the late '90s. The movies I'd watched when I was hungover. That and Super Troopers. There's, the movie about the air traffic controllers. I mean, it does some great stuff dealing with um, the issues those people have and how stressful the job is, and their little bits of humor and mirth, I guess is the best word I'm looking for, because not quite happiness, but the small bits of fun they find. It's very interesting. Whereas Bringing Out the Dead is um, the main character does find some happiness, but in a completely different way. Very interesting movie, both of them. The first time I went to college was for video production, so there's a lot of film history stuff in there, and I even before that just love film history. Being a jack of trades and master of none, which is now an anime. Just I gotta find out the name of that movie. It's gonna drive me crazy. And Bringing Out the Dead is easy to remember. With Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, Billy. Pushing 10. It came out in '99. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure I saw that with Raven. Yeah, Pushing 10. Yeah. All right, son, why do you have to keep moving and getting in my way? Can't you move just like a little bit faster or wait till I'm done? I guess it can't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put something up there. There we go. Well, down. I feel so bad for this one little air traffic control guy. Now, I could never do that thing where I just threw it in my hand on purpose. Oof. All right. Long piece. Oh, Billy Bob Thornton, man. Such a good actor. I wonder why he hasn't done anything in a while. Probably just decided he's made enough money and didn't want to deal with stress. He had a while there. He was even doing a ton of anime. I know he did Princess Mononoke. I think it was Mononoke. I know it was one of the Studio Ghibli's. He's such a great voice for voice acting. Okay, this will be interesting. Yeah, I don't think that's the best way to do it. I think it's better to do it like this. It just doesn't work at all. And I have to get annoyed with it. So I love that there's an anime now called Jack of All Trades. Oh, that um, entertains me so much because I am a jack of all trades. Side. There we go. I finally got it. Yeah, that was a lot easier to do it. Put that together, piece of fur in there, and then put that on top. I understand why they did the instructions the way they did, but it just didn't work for me. So I don't. Man, there's things I don't understand right there because for one thing, we have these little light up bricks in there, and then we put it in this thing where we can't see them. And this seems to be a thing that without those lights, it would turn all the way around. I don't understand. But who am I? I am assuming they have a reason. Otherwise, we wouldn't spend this tons of money on this stuff. Okay, I like that little monster. Oh, Speedy, you didn't tell me you weren't in frame anymore. You gotta tell me that kind of stuff, Speedy. Or just move. I mean, you can move if you want to, Speedy, just to get back in frame. Someone that only came out once was giving me a hard time about me talking to Speedy. Like, no, why not? Why not be silly? She's my co-host. I might as well be silly. Nobody. Nobody. People really laugh at me when I'm in uniform and I'm doing silly stuff like that with my little girl. Oh man, so many times I've done that. You skip that step and then you start cursing in your in your brain like 5 steps later. And now I have to go all the way back to the beginning of the book. Oh god, I love this little sticker. So many times I've done that. Oh man, it was on there perfect, and then it just like, there we go. Yeah, the I love how funny people look at me and laugh when I'm in uniform and I'm just being silly with my little girl. And you could tell it really, brings joy to them to see someone of my size with, camo and stripes just being silly. Long time ago, when little one, before she was even old enough to talk, um, we were waiting for my at the time wife, and little one's doing her little crawl walking, and we're playing, and I'm being silly, and this late middle aged guy walks up to me and he goes, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Is a big guy in uniform and a little girl in a pink dress being silly. He's like, this is the best thing ever. It was ever you. Okay. For some reason, this just does not want to sit properly. I thought this was a satellite dish at first. And after building the cars, this piece, I was like, these things are almost giving me flashbacks because there's so many of these in those cars. Yeah, it's like, yeah, of course I'm gonna be nice and silly. She's my little girl. Well, I do act a little different in uniform than I do in civvies, but not with her. Okay, here we go. Ah, what did I break? There we go. There we go. Just have one piece left. Oh, where's my poor air traffic controller? All right, sorry, dude. You're stuck up here. There's not even stairs for you to get down. So I do apologize. So there's our little air traffic controller. He doesn't even have a way to get down. Okay, I don't know why my thing made a noise there. Yeah, I don't know why. These don't have windows yet, but in the picture they don't have windows. So I guess we'll figure that out eventually. We have a little TSA area, the little lounge room, and where you get the bags. Oh, here's a bag. Yeah, there's departures and our air traffic controller. Why that doesn't want to sit properly. So let's see. So looks like this will be tomorrow. So I'm gonna call it a day there, and we'll work on this one tomorrow. And yeah, probably be about an hour. But well, hey, thank y'all. I will see you tomorrow. Yep. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace.